Hi, another acrylic we'll have a go at. Here's one I've worked from. These a photo I took years ago. Let's come up close to, there you can see rather than zoom. Just these lovely Thames barges off of Brightlingsea with West Mersey and the distance there. I'll do something like that. I'm not going to copy it exactly. I'll stick it up in front of me just as a guide. I don't do anything exactly. Now I'm using just a bit of roughed up hardboard, soft hardboard. Lovely surface to work on. It's quite durable. Once I've done no priming on that at all. I'm going to just draw in a horizon. Once fairly low, so that's about there. Try to get your horizons straight, especially when you're dealing with seawater. You can straighten up afterwards, and as you know, with acrylic you can paint light to dark, dark to light, cover up very quickly. So let's just put in a boat here. This is the mast coming up here. And lots of sails on this one. That one's a white sail, and the one underneath, that seems to be another sail, and then that goes right up to the top there, and then that comes down there. Oh, that goes that way there. And that comes down there. And that's white. That's it's a gap in there between that sail there and this sail here, and these are all red. And there's a sort of a back sail here. And then we've got a hull. That's more or less the prow. Right, let's get that to there, and that. Oh, that stops there. So I'll just put that there. That's where it is there. Oh, I'm just getting the shapes of these sails in here. With a flag on the top there. Right, that's one. That'll do for one. And I'll clean my brush. Oops. I'm going to try using these more expensive brushes. I'm going to put one more in, or in some sort of detail. So we'll put one in here, further back. Right. What's that? And another. Another one there, and we'll have just some all sorts of boats and bits and pieces, and right, that'll do. Make sure your brushes are very, very clean, because once it dries you've lost your brush. Nice and clean, and then straighten up the bristles, keep them together. And now I'll see if I can find some smaller brushes to do the sky. That's quite a nice one. Right, cheap Chinese brushes. The palette I've got here are yellow ochre, lemon yellow, white, light red, vermilion, ultramarine, burnt sienna, black, viridian. That's about it really. Black, I'll just squeeze out a little bit more. No, I perhaps don't need it. Black is a very useful colour mixed with the lemon yellow, and you can modify it. It makes a wonderful green. It's a very old trick. So all this business about shouldn't use black because it's a load of old rubbish. You use whatever colours you want. Right, okay, let's go in with the sky. Let's just mix up some blue and white. Bit of water. Let's cover. This will probably lift the surface, which would be good. Just a thin wash of the blue. And as this dries, it'll become waterproof and it'll dry very quickly. Of course, it's going to soak into the board, into the roughed up sandpapered board. Need quite a bit of paint as well to seal this. And there's lots of hairs. Oh crumbs. Millions of hairs. But this is what happens with the cheaper brushes. But eventually they get to a state where they've lost all the hairs they're going to lose. Going to mix in a bit of light red. Darker. Just roughing in, covering the board as quickly as I can. And then we'll get down into this. I'll put the Mersey background in. With the brush bristles. Take the bristles off, otherwise they'll stick and they'll trap your paint as you progress with the picture. There we go. Acrylic, using oil or acrylic is very exciting. There's something real about it. It's solid, but acrylic still hasn't really taken over from oil, but it's been around quite a time. But need that bit darker there, so But these bristles are coming out all over the place. I'll put that bit cloud colour, but low on the horizon. I want, because when I put these white sails in, I want them to show, so I need to go darker behind there. Put the water in, or start to put the water in. See what happens, how quick that dries. These are the clouds. Ah, yeah. Wouldn't recommend using or doing this with your best clothes. That one. I'll have a bit more blue. I tend only to use ultramarine. In oil I use cobalt. Cobalt mixes quite well with ultramarine for overhead skies. But the more colours you have, the more complicated things get. Let's just get this cloud here. Light clouds, all very light sky. And I'll do some over the top. See, that light red is just gorgeous. It mixes very well with the white. See, I'm keeping this very simple now. No more hairs out. Taking that by the half a dozen. I will go back with the blues, the lighter blues. I just want to establish some cloud things. Now we can right, now some blue. So we can just scumble over that. So what you've got in this particular sky is light clouds against the blue, and all very airy. Loads of sort of air in this. Right, we're getting there slowly. Let's put some grey in there. I don't want this to be sharp edged or obvious, too obvious. Now, just a bit of warm cloud shadow. So I'm using a bit of vermilion with the ultramarine, so we can just this here. Just putting a bit of interest back in the sky there. And then I can just go over with some lighter. Whoops, something like that. Clean my brush. It's the red, light red. Oh, let's go with that. There, just showing through now. That's coming on. So I'm sorry I can't do these as quick as the watercolours, but you can see that you just have to work away at them and change and modify, overpaint. But I'm doing lost and found with very little detail in the sky. I don't want anything obvious, but we can just a few hints of light, but yeah. There's a shape there which I don't really want, so I'm going to go back with a bit of blue. Just that hint of blue showing through. There'll be darker blue over the top. Perhaps more hairs on the brush lift. Alright, now the sun would have been fairly low by the time we took these pictures. It would have been about 11 o'clock in the morning. I just want to put this back here. Right, that'll do. Now we'll go back with those colours in the water. They're slightly grey-green, but let's just brush it in, just brush a colour in, an approximate. Got to put that background in a minute. That's quite light on the horizon, but I'm just covering this up. Just getting some colour on the sea. Right, now I'm going to, I'm not going to use my main brushes, my watercolour brushes in this, other than these little ones. I've got this little brush here, that'll do for my background. So it's just like a blue and yellow ochre, bit of red. Right, so we'll a bit of white in there, I think. Painting around that little side in there. Right. A bit more blue in there, I think. Oops. The sea, the main North Sea is on the left. This is coming towards the main head, the mainland. Just soft. So we put lots of masts and stuff up here over that. It's a lovely area of Essex. I've painted it quite a lot, as you know. Right, now I've got to put some warmer colours in there now. Lemon yellow, a bit of red, light red. Strange to call it light red when it's like a rust colour. Let's just use a bit of sienna in there, burnt sienna just. A bit of yellow. I'll restate the water, and then we'll struggle with the boats. Fight to the death. I can put light sails and things against this dark background. There's a little boat in there that I put in. And we'll just go a little bit yellowy. I've got a lot of colour in that. And we can put some blue over the background of that. It's a sort of a bluey grey that I want just. Okay, that's coming on. And we've got a bit of Let's come across here with the sandy shore. Sandy shore. Oh, remember her. So this is the distant bank. And all the way across. I suppose that's more or less straight, let's say. Right, go back with right. And all the way across there we've got the shoreline. That's going to be in the way of my bit of shore. So let's show us. I'm leaving that, trying to leave a light margin above that. So when I put the sea in it underneath, I'm hoping it's going to show up. I just wonder. Nice light. No, that's not really working. Right, we'll put that across there. Now under that I'm going to put some lighter sky colour now. That'll be sort of a grey, very light grey mix on the blue side. So we can go back up there now and thin that shoreline up. You don't want anything there that is hard edged. Because it'll stand out, you want it all merging, soft. All soft in nature. Look, we can just gently dry brush over these, reduce them here and there, by just scumbling over the darker passages there. Oops. So we're going further away here. Well, you wouldn't think so, would you? But right, let's. That's going down a little bit there. My bluey mix. All light across there. Okay, well that's not too bad. Go down a little bit there still. Got to get that right. Right, okay. Let's have a go at these boats now. So we've got a bit of a burnt sienna, bit of red. And that will come. Right, okay. So we'll go a bit darker in there. Now that's not working. I need to use a softer brush there. Needs to be lighter than that. Right, get my flat brush again, give it a good clean. I'll go straight in with the whites. And just put that in there. So we'll put a bit of shadow colour in there. Now there's a bit of landscape behind there, so let's find my landscape colour. Start up there. Very tricky this. Right, okay. I'll glaze over that in a minute, but I've got to put another sail in at the back of that, so. And we've got and then let's get in behind there with the lightish blue colour. Got the colours I mixed for that, so yellow, blue, red, but light. Right, now we're going to put in a bit of black now. Or dark, very dark. Right, so that's one, sort of. Now we've got to go into this big, whoops, go back into that bigger boat there. still got to put in. You can't see much rigging because it's too far away, but we just put that there. And we've got a bit of light sky colour. In there. Okay, that'll do for the moment. Right, let's get in with this lovely sail here. There's a bit of that sail coming up there. And there'll be a bit blue, and well, a bit of shadow. Bit blend in there. So if I'm in the way, but now a nice bit of blending. Okay. Nice red, and got that in there. That's got up to about there. And then a bit darker. There's a bit of black with a burnt sienna. Let's just, that comes down to there. And that's going up to there. And that's coming down there. So you can change this very, very quickly. So I can straighten up the sails with some sky colour. I'll just get this colour in, then I'm going to try to show the billowing with some darks and lights. Put that one down there. Right, okay, well, we've got some darks to go in there. And we've got more red on there. probably come over a bit too far with that, so I'm going to gently see if I can just put some sky colour back there. And the sky colours with light red, with blue. Just get the shape right. It's nearly, it's not bad. Come in. Soften. Job to do this in oil, wouldn't it? Just bring that back up. It's too big. Right. Bit of blue and bit of cloud sort of colour. Oops. I think I need to go slightly steeper with that one. Now I want to put just a little bit of light back. There. And then we want to soften all this there. It's a bit too obvious. So like I said, a little bit of light there. I'm going to show you the photograph when I finish. Make sure you keep the brush clean. Don't get any paint up towards the ferrule, otherwise you'll lose that lovely flatness of these sort of brushes. Just be careful. That's a bit better. Right, let's get in the hull of that boat, so we can concentrate on the water and a bit of detailing. Could put the back sail in. Sorry if I'm masking. The holes are quite slender. Well, they look it, so we'll just come down a little bit more. Alright, Let's do that back sail now with that little brush. And that comes down, goes up about there. Now, I'm not quite happy with looking at it. Not quite happy with that. That's got the wrong sort of colour. That's a little bit more bluey, whitey. Yeah, let's see what that sounds like. Just reduce that there, a bit slightly distant. Now we've got to do these this water now. So mostly bluish. So we've got that one up there. I'm going to put some reflections in. Just reduce that a little bit. That's it, that's okay. Right, let's go in for the water now. Let's go big for it. Bit of ochre, bit of blue, load of white. Nice light under that there. In the shape of that hole or a level. Okay, now let's go back into the other side now. Let's some streaky stuff in. These things are getting in the way a little bit. I will put some reflections in of those masks, but they'll be very faint. And as darker as we're coming into the shore. just stroking in. Trying to reflect the sky. And we've got little tiny bits of ripples. We'll just put the clouds reflecting on there. Just keep going over it. I'll go back there with some light. Blue, light bluish. Touch of yellow. I'm not a marine painter, but I've got to show the sky reflected in all this. So let's just show some smoother passages, wind ruffling, and now we put in a bit of a darker just very faint colour. And it's darker there, by the hull. Not so much of a reflection on this one, too far away. And a bit of white to reflect that sail. I have to straighten that up a little bit. So we've got the there's a nice line across there which I want to put in. I'll use the light red for that, a lot of white. Put it here. Go back with the dark again. Trying to just catch. Get these little high brush, these high spots, and that's just a bit too obvious there. The light through there. I'm just squinting my eyes just to see if any of this sail, white, shows through. So it wants a bit more colour in this here. I've taken just a little bit too much out of that. So we'll put it back. Then I would have done enough, I reckon. Let's just put those in there. Oh, it's a horror dust. Now I want to just lighten up that horizon there, bit of blue. Right, okay, well we're sort of getting there. That needs a bit of toning down there. Just a bit of softening in there. Soften it. Right, now we need a bit of detail now. So just a little bit. Flat, some little masts and some little sails. Just a bit of interest there, and a bit here. And we'll put in some this is a case of quitting while you're ahead, but I need to put in some detail there, just to, well there were a lot of small craft, so let's put some in this. Some here. Some dark put some of these here. Oops. Right, really, we're more or less done. Let's just put in some little buildings. There are, I can't see any buildings, but I'll put some things in here. No, I don't think so. that'll do. I'll sign that and put it in a mount. We'll have a look, see what we've done. I have a frame ready. Then I'll clear up. Right, let's put that in a bit of frame and see if it's any good. Hold your breath. I'll just put a couple of little tacks in it just to hold it in the frame. The thing is, this is all dry. It's amazing. It would be amazing if I found my hammer. That's my straight edge making that noise. Right, there we are, little sea picture of Brightlingsea, the annual boat race, barge race. Right, let's just show you my little boat. Go in a bit more. All very straightforward. You can spend more time on these things so you can get them to a much greater degree of finish, but hey, we're demonstrating. We're just showing you how to, an idea to use for yourself. Right, let's come out again, just have a few moments more with it. Right, now if I just put my easel forward just a little bit. Oops, that's it. Hope it doesn't fall off. Right. There we are. That's more or less straight. Let's bring that round there. There we go. Brightlingsea Thames Barge race annual. Not too bad at all. That could have been a bit brighter in there, but I was struggling there for a while. So there we are, that's my version of it. I'll show you the picture, the photograph. There's what I did. Doesn't bear any relationship to the actual photograph other than the models of these two boats. But I'm quite happy with that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.